Thank you everybody for coming out today and enjoying the DJ Space cigars at 40% off. You haven't picked one up. They're in the back of the humidor in a small box. There aren't many of them left. When I first rolled in here and Robbie presented me with my severance package of this beautiful Ashton humidor that is black with mother of pearl and silver outlines around it. A beautiful, beautiful humidor. I was knocked speechless. And typically I am somewhat okay with words and can talk, but not today. So it took me a couple hours to figure out what I was going to say. So that's why I'm doing this now and not when I first rolled in. I'd like to thank all of you for being who you are and making working at Cordova Cigars so much fun. It's been quite the experience here. It's definitely been ingrained in my life to the point to where when I answer the phone at Global, I typically say Cordova Cigars. I've known Robbie since high school. We went to Pensacola Liberal Arts together, and we were a few students that were handpicked by the principal to go to Mexico during May of 2000. And so it was myself, Robbie, and one other guy, 3 students out of the entire school, handpicked to go on this adventure with Mr. Holston, our principal. And the entire time on that trip, no matter what state of consciousness Robbie or myself were in, all Robbie could talk about were cigars. And I had no clue that his passion for cigars would lead to this store. And we, after I graduated high school, we parted ways for a period of time and then bumped into each other once again and rekindled our friendship. And he turned me on to cigars. And like a smart pusher man that he is, he fed me free cigars for a while until he got the hooks into me. And we used to sit in the carport at his old house, right down the street, smoking cigars, and it was hot and muggy and miserable like it is today, and we were trying to figure out a solution to the problem of being uncomfortable while we smoked these delicious cigars. And so that idea turned into South Fork, and it was quite the upgrade from the carport outside of Robbie's house. Now South Fork, which most of you have not seen, is nothing. Absolutely nothing compared to what we have here. It was just a bunch of smokers sitting in a room in a house that needed to be renovated with a couple of window units. But that was a huge upgrade from a carport. And we sat there smoking cigars, discussing the possibility of a store. And that possibility turned into the first store at Oblivion. And that was a huge upgrade from South Fork. And that's when most of you started frequenting the Cordova Cigars. And Robbie, the young visionary, started to build his clientele and his accounts. And then we sat and discussed blueprints of this location and ideas behind this store and what we wanted and what was missing in Pensacola as far as a tobacco store goes. And I had no idea it would blow up into what it's blown up into, which is the best cigar store in frickin' Northwest Florida, possibly the state. And the connections that Robbie has made through this have been incredible. I mean, he's revolutionized the cigar industry around these parts. And he's best friends with many of the cigar owners, with Padron and Tatuaje and Padilla and 601, and the list goes on. The people that he talks to on a normal basis about this, that, and the other. And the cigars that he gets in his humidor to provide us with a great selection to choose from. But one of the biggest things that has caught me by surprise is the camaraderie that is prevalent here. The shit that we give each other, the jokes that we play on each other, and the compassion that we have for each other. There is no other place that I can think of where you can come, smoke a cigar, make fun of everybody, play with your knives and your guns, talk about how bad the government is because they want to limit how much you can smoke and what you can shoot and what you can't shoot. And it's been quite a rewarding experience. You know, the big reason why I even came here was because of the huge slump in our economy, and things slowed down at the restaurant, and Robbie saved my ass by giving me a job, allowing me to make a little extra money in my off hours to make ends meet. And, you know, that money in turn went towards my push for graduate school, paying for applications and putting gas in my car to get from point A to point B, and paying for all those long distance phone charges. And, you know, I greatly appreciate the opportunity that I've had here, and I greatly appreciate being able to meet all of you, because the one huge difference between this and my job at Global Grill is that I actually get to sit down and talk and bond with you guys, versus at the restaurant where I do have a clientele of regular customers, but, you know, the conversations are very short to the point, and, you know, because I have so many other things going on. But you know, since I'm such a lazy ass around here and did anything but work, you know, I was able to build friendships with all of you guys and enjoy great cigars and not have to sweat bullets outside in this crazy weather. I am eager to see what Cordova Cigars will turn into, whether that be an empire in the southeast of the United States or an empire across the entire United States. But I know that as long as you guys keep coming here and smoking cigars and playing with your guns, that they'll never be able to take it away from us. So, thank you for being who you are and allowing me to build relationships with all of you. Thank you for the humidor, Robbie and John and Tom and everybody else. I'm quite flattered and astonished. And I've run out of words. So, I'm really going to miss you guys. I will be back to visit. You know, I can't stay too far away from you cats. And thank you. Thank you very much.